हरि ओम, हरि ओम, हरि ओम, हरि ओम। भगवान हे राम, हे राम, हे राम, हे राम। हमें दया करो। गुरुर ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु प्रदायनी मंत्र मूर्ते सदा देवी महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते। श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधार। वरनो सियापति रामचंद्र जी की जय शरणम। हे नाथ मम संकट हरो हरि। Please take your seats. We'll have our puja being performed. While that is taking place, we'll have bhajan kirtan.
प्रवेशी नगर की जे सब काजा। हृदय रागी कौशलपुर राजा। रथ चरी सिया सहित दो भाई। चले बनहि अवधहि शिर नाई। जाके सुमिरन तेरी पुनाशा। नाम शत्रुघ्न वेद प्रकाशा। विश्व भरण पोषण कर जोई। ताकर नाम भरत हस होई। जब तेरा भ्याही घर आए। नित नव मंगल मोद बढ़ाए। सखा धर्म में असरथ जागे। जीतन कहन कतहु रिपु कासिया। पति रामचंद्र की जय शरणम। बंदो पवन कुमार। कलभन पावक ज्ञान घन। ओ गुरु जी की चरणों में शीश को झुकाओ। भटकता रहा हूँ मैं युग युग से। स्वागत कर मन की दुविधा मिटाओ, गुरु जी के चरणों में शीश को झुकाओ। जन्म जन्म
सीताराम सीताराम जय सीताराम, भज मन प्यारे सीताराम। सीताराम जय सीताराम, भज मन प्यारे। सो सन्मति दे भगवान, ऊंचा नीचा एक समान, सबको सन्म राजा राम। पतित पावन सीताराम, राम राम राजा राम। पतित पावन सीताराम, जय जय रघुपति राघव राजा।
जय लंबोदर जय जय, जय गणनायक जय सुखदायक, जय जय गणेश जय जय। जय शारदा लंबोदर जय जय, जय गणनायक जय सुखदायक, जय जय गणेश जय जय। जय शक्ति माँ जय जय, जय 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 गणेश जय जय। जय उमाकांत जय जय, कैलाशपति जय जय। जय 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 गणेश जय जय।
बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन, बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन। ओ बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन, जिनकी कृपा सकल सुख संपत्ति, जिनकी कृपा सकल सुख संपत्ति। पावत जन भक्तन उर चंदन, पावत दूर करत चिन में जन रंजन, दूर करत चिन में जन रंजन। बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन, बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन। भक्तन मत चरणन में भगवन, भक्तन मत चरणन में भगवन।
So first of all, we glorify Ganesh Bhagwan, Devi Ma, Bhagwan Shankar, and then Prabhu Sri Ram, Prabhu Sri Krishna. To note, the puja we do is for the Panchadevata. As we go along, we reflect upon what each one means. So simply, yes, you can consider that Supreme Lord in these different forms individually, but also you can think of it as generating a particular quality inside of you for each deity. But of course, you won't know what quality, that which is real from that which is unreal. Or, to be more specific, that which is changing from that which is unchanging. And this power is known as the power of Vivek. The real you, not the apparent you, not your body, not your mind, but deep within each person, there is that self, that consciousness, the divine, the witness, the Sakshi, that does change.
गाइए गणपति जगवंदन, शंकर सुवन भवानी नंदन। गाइए गणपति जग
भवानी नंदन
गाइए गणपति जगवंदन
गाइए गणपति जगवंदन
जगवंदन
गाइए गणपति जगवंदन
मोदक प्रिय मुद मंगल दाता
मोदक प्रिय मुद मनास कर जोरे
मांगत तुलसीदास कर जोरे
मांगत तुलसीदास कर
Mother is the originator, the protector. We know this. But in a deeper sense, what does Devi Ma signify? A boyfriend, a girlfriend, a happy life. What? For that supreme self. Mumukshutva. So, devotee desire. No. So the mind must stop thinking at some point. Worldly desires, selfish desires. We want to convert it to mumukshutva, an intense desire, not a part-time desire. Meditate, concentrate on the form, say a mantra, but do something. It's important that you do something, okay? I just want to make that absolutely clear. Alright, let's glorify Devi Ma.
जगत जननी जगदम्बे भवानी जगत जननी जगत जननी जगदम्बे भवानी जगत भवानी जगत जननी जगत जननी जगत जननी जगदम्बे भवानी
Tyag. To give up that which is unreal. Recognize that which is unreal, then give up that which is unreal. So devotees, we concentrate on Lord Shiva.
शिव शिव हर हे
सांब सदा शिव शिव हर
सांब सदा शिव शिव हर हे
भवानी शंकर तव शरणं
भवानी शंकर तव शरणं
भवानी शंकर तव शरणं
भवानी शंकर तव शरणं
शिव हर हे हरे शिव हे
हर महादेवा
हर 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 महादेवा हर 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 महादेवा हर 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 महादेवा हर 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 हर
महादेवा
भवानी शंकर भवानी शंकर भवानी शंकर तव शरणं शिव हर हे हरे शिव हे राम बोलो हे राम तू ही माता तू ही पिता है
तू ही माता तू ही पिता है
तू ही तो है राधा का श्याम
हे राम हे राम हे राम तू
संवरे तू ही संवरे विश्व विधाता
तू ही जगदाता विश्व विधाता
तू ही सुबह तू ही शाम
हे राम
राम बोलो राम 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 बोलो राम 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 श्याम 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 राधे श्याम श्याम श्याम
श्याम श्याम श्याम राधे श्याम श्याम श्याम.
Now devotees,
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद 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 बोल छन छन निशिदिन जात सुवेला यह जीवन अनमोल. Relentlessly pursue that divine गोविंद
बोल रे मन तू गोविंद गोविंद बोल. मर गई बहु थोड़ी बाकी डगमग हो मत दो.
search that you have. So let me tell you a secret. Do you think that anything in this world is going to make you happy? If you do, you will always be unhappy. But the moment that you realize that I am happiness, I am Satchit Anand, the essence of that bliss, then it matters not what happens in this world, devotees. You are always happy. You are always peaceful. Do you understand? So the sages are saying, end this wandering back and forth, the pursuit.
श्याम सुंदर की बांसुरियानित बोलत मीठी बोल. दर्शन पाना जो तू चाहे दर्शन पाना जो तू चाहे तू मन मंदिर खोरे मन तू.
It's not hard, you know, but it's hard at the same time. What you have to do, tu man mandir khol, just open this mandir of your mind. Your mind is getting in the way. It's like Satya Parameshwar. This world is false. Satya Parameshwar, that supreme spirit alone is true. You need to contemplate on this. What do we mean by false? False means it is always changing. It's a mirage. Sure. And so, Karalo Mishra Bhajan Ab Kuch Din. This poet Mishra is saying, listen, now drop everything aside, and then a little compartment there again is spirituality sometimes. Sometimes we want to pray, especially when we have trouble. Not so? But devotees, that is wrong side, upside down. Spirituality must be the center of life. Everything else, you know, it's like a wheel. In the center of the wheel, what you have? Am I just saying wasted words? Anyway, you know, my father always told me this, Guru, other pundits, you know what? Say what you have to say, but at the end of the day, you know who benefits the most? Even if you have your Bhagavad Gita with you. If not, take it out, pass it around. We have copies for everybody. We should have there for everyone. The Christians go to church with the Bible in hand. The Muslims go to church with the Quran, the mosque. Hindus, what do they go with? Well, yes, they carry prasad and flowers, but where is your scripture? Walk. I've read the Bhagavad Gita from cover to cover. Let me see the whole thing. I didn't ask if you understand it or not. I just asking if you read it. Okay. So you can read the newspaper every day. You want to know what Trump does. This old sage was passing through the village, and he saw the villagers, they are suffering. And what he did is he introduced them to fire. 2 sticks, they rub it together, they get fire. Wow, look at this fire. Great. We could use this fire now. So they started to use the fire to put up lights. They started to use the fire to cook. Life was good. Right? So after a while, the sage left. Life continued. Time went on. The fire. But the fire is not to talk about. The fire is not to, be proud about and argue with people. What is the fire meant to be used for? Well, I said it. It is to be used. Not so? So devotees, please, I beg you, read the Gita and try to implement it in your life. We're going to use it. Okay? We're studying it a little verse, a verse or two at a time. You don't have to read the whole thing in one shot. But everybody is totally good. Nobody is totally bad. Everybody has some good and bad in them. But you know, as Duryodhan said, I can't remember the exact story. Somebody was telling Duryodhan, you know Sri Krishna too. You know what is right. Why are you not doing the right thing? Duryodhan said, hold up. I know what is the right thing, you know. I just don't feel like doing it. Think about this. I just don't feel like doing it. Now tell me, every person here, you don't know what is right and wrong? Everybody knows what is right and wrong. So why you don't do the right thing all the time? Me too. You know you're not supposed to eat sugar. You see a cookie. The cookie look nice. The cookie, you know, you see chocolate chips in it. Well good. You want to eat for a minute. I can't go over everything. There was this war taking place here, and Arjuna realized he had to fight with who? His family. On a point of principle. He's seeing his grandfather and guru and all of his cousins. And then Sri Krishna answered. Now, that was chapter 1. In chapter 2 of the Bhagavad Gita, you get the essence of the entire Bhagavad Gita there. You understand what I'm saying? So chapter 2 is very important. Why he didn't stop the war? You see, they don't understand devotees. First of all, you have to understand why he's telling him to fight. It was Arjuna's duty to fight. He was a Kshatriya warrior. The whole war started up. Now war was niece. Your good niece, don't worry. For now, right? They come from people close to you. That's where the challenge is. And that's what makes things so hard, not so? You couldn't care less about the rest of the world, but these challenges come from people close to us devotees. The best would come to you. All praise would be yours, but if you don't do your duty, you would be a person of ill repute. Everybody would bad talk you. If Arjuna didn't fight the war, you think we'd be talking about Arjuna today? No. Okay? Now, Arjuna, it piqued his interest. Remember, throughout the whole Gita, the rest of the Gita is elaboration on this chapter 2. Because Arjuna had questions. So I could tell you, yes, there is a God, there is a Supreme. But that goes on you believe in something, not so? Or I could take the Gyan route. Look, analyze yourself. There is something deep inside of you that is the Sakshi, the witness, the watcher. You might say, all right, the song nice, but I don't get it. So now you ask questions and further answers come, more elaboration. But what is your job, devotees? What is your job? Let's take the Vedantic route, which is Sravanam, Mananam, Nidhidhyasanam. Sravanam means, so first thing you have to do is listen. You know what I mean by listen? You could sit down here and at the end of verse 54, and we'll just quickly summarize from there. Arjuna got to a point where he said, Sri Krishna, okay, so you're telling me to fight. You're saying there's something bigger than myself. I want you to tell me this person who is realized, who is enlightened, the enlightened person. O Keshav, realized person. Now, why do you think we care about this? Let me hear an answer. Why do we care? Why do you care? You can me, you know. It's not the temple, you know. It's you. It's the people. It's what you have in your mind. Your past karmas, your incarnations prevent you from coming back. You're not ready as yet. And that doesn't mean you don't have compassion and you see the Lord in all, but the mind is not ready. Okay? So, now you think it means just talking, sitting and walking in general? How is that enlightened person, how that enlightened person deals with the world? How does enlightened person think? What state should we get to? To be very clear, that state where desires, selfish desires of the world bother you no more. Remember I said, desire for God doesn't count as a desire. If you want the Supreme, are you a spiritual seeker or a worldly seeker? Let me see your hand and don't lie for me. Are you a spiritual seeker? Honestly, I think this is a depressing Baba. He won't talk about death and thing again. I'll talk about that too. But pursue what you have to pursue in life. So, at least for the young people, let me make this point clear. In Hinduism, how you should live your life. Basics. Basics. Anybody ever told you this? You're a Hindu. What you supposed to do? Don't tell me offer jal and light diya. That is a little ritual. Your life. How are you supposed to live your life? But really is your mind that enjoys. Not so? You want to eat nice food. Right? And then, so the first three we understand. Number 4, repeat after me. Moksha. Moksha means realizing that these things are okay, but that's not the be all and end all. There's something more than that. So you have to transcend these 4 things. Dharma, all supposed to do. Householders, work for what? Artha and Kama. Work for your house, go on your vacation, do what you have. You might think that the solution is to try to fulfill all the desires we have. But our scriptures say doing that is like taking ghee and putting it in the fire. When you put ghee in the fire, what happens? Blaze up more. That is not the way. So what is the way? I'm not saying don't go on the vacation. That is just the answer to the question what you're supposed to be doing with your life, in case you didn't know. According to Hindu point of view. I am not telling you what to believe. I am not telling you what to do. I present the information. Now, the Hindu way is you take it and you decide. If it works for you, use it. If not, sense of taste. So who like to go to nice restaurants and eat good food? Everybody, right? Why? Tastes good. Not because you're hungry or because you need it, right? You can eat bread. But you want to go for the taste. You want to enjoy. Taste. Chariot, let's say there's a chariot with 5 horses. There are 5 horses on the chariot. To hold the horses, we have reins. Holding the reins is the charioteer, the person like Shri Krishna who's holding the reins. And seated inside of the chariot is the person who's riding on the chariot. That's the real you. So I'm making a distinction here between the apparent you, who you think you are, and the real you, who is riding inside of the chariot. The horses have to be trained and they have to be aligned the same direction to the cookie. So all the horses want the cookie. All right, you go to the cookie. But even so, 1 or 2 horses can still pull it. What nonsense is this? But if you think about it carefully, devotees, this is how we behave. You're driving and you see a KFC. Give me a better example now, because I don't eat meat and things. So you see, what do I like to eat? Last Mexican food? All right, Mexican food. You're driving, right? But I want you to study. So let's hear what Sri Krishna says. We know the senses are hard to control. He's saying control them, pull them in like the turtle. Don't let, your mind be pulled in all directions. What else? Sri Krishna is saying. Vishnu Krishna says, Yatato hyapi kaunteya purushasya vipaschitah Indriyani pramadhini haranti prasabham. O Arjuna, even this taste ceases for those who realize the Supreme. Verse 60. The senses are so strong and turbulent, O son of Kunti, that they can forcibly carry away the mind, even of a person endowed with discrimination who practices self-control. Now, if I like to eat chocolate and I decide I want to become a sannyasi, in a way, that curiosity is still there. You can go where you want, devotees, but remember I said, you still have you with you. By you, I mean these subtle tendencies in your mind. So, a word of caution here. You could try to control the senses by saying, okay, I'm not having this, I'm not having that, I'm not buying doubles, I'm not buying the cookie. Right? I have diabetes, I shouldn't eat that. Alright. But then, the taste for it still remains in your mind. Get some fulfillment from it. Not so? That is why you do everything you do. Everything. Not so? Ask yourself, whatever desire I have, why do I want that? Because it's going to bring me a little joy here and there. Oh God, this Pandit and them, they like to take away all the joy we have in the world. I can't eat nothing. I can't go nowhere. I can't go on a cruise. I didn't say that. What I'm saying is that it does bring lasting happiness and joy. And if you run that down, it's going to lead to your ruin. You don't know what it is. But just think, if you get a taste of that, would you still want chocolate cake? Would you? Some of you may say, yeah, you're greedy. But right after, and then you go for more. Not so? But the supreme taste here, if you practice self-control, control the senses, and you get a taste. Some of us know you get a little taste even, man. It's much more than any of this physical kind of taste or touch or whatever. In meditation or in prayer, you feel it. It's there all the time. People walk into the temple and say, Baba, I feel it. My hair stand. Grabbing onto the leg and holding on. Right? So if you are jnani, you're like the baby monkey. You have to grab onto that jnana, that supreme knowledge, and keep holding on there. Because any moment you could fall off. As opposed to that, the bhakta, the devotee, you know, you ever see a mommy cat carrying a baby cat? The little cat don't hold on. The mommy cat will pick up the baby cat in the mouth and carry the cat. This is something that is meant to be practiced. Okay? Acha? Again? Well, if somebody is preaching and don't practice, then it's of no use. But something totally different. You must live the life, and also from that comes the knowledge. But I will tell you, in my limited experience, that is very, very rare. People just talk all kind of thing. Everybody, people on Singhasan, sing all kind of thing. It's not see Paul luck, exactly. Okay? That is the attitude we must have. And you know, we mustn't worry too much about the world. All kind of madness in this world. But learn to see, as I say, like the lotus in the mud. Look for the good in everybody. Yes. Yes, of course. And how do we do that practice? That is what Sri Krishna goes into. There are methodologies for doing that practice. Because it's easy to say, I will go back and study the cookie, you know. But there is a way to train oneself. And we'll address this as we go along. This is what Sri Krishna is alluding to. But before knowing what is the solution, you have to know what is the cause. So you can't just say, oh, my mind pulling me. Yes, how is it pulling you? You analyze now. You look at your senses. Start to become aware of oneself. You know how many people are not aware of how they live in life? As usual, afterward, we'll have our announcements by our chairperson. Ready? A little bit each time, right? We have quite a few mantras. We join together in final Havan devotees. Repeat Swaha each time after me. Om Sri Man Mahaganadhipatiye Swaha. Om Sri Gauri Mata Swaha. Om Sri Prithvi Mata Swaha. Om Sri Panchlokpal Devaya Swaha. Om Hrim Srim Chandikaya Namaha Swaha. Om Aim Hrim